Today we're taking a look at the Supcase UB Pro Mag case for the Samsung Z Fold 6. Thanks to Supcase for sending this one over for review. The Supcase UB Pro Mag case for the Z Fold 6 is very similar in many respects to the typical UB Pro cases, but on this one we do have MagSafe accessory support, and I noticed that the back side of the case is textured a little bit differently. In terms of protection for this case, we still have a very strong left side panel here. This is the front side frame with a tempered glass screen that Supcase is saying is 9H rated, which should hold up pretty well against all the normal stuff that will come into contact with your phone. There's not too much flex in this front panel, so that's good. The panel actually snaps onto the front side of the phone, and it's relatively snug, so that's good. It doesn't seem like this panel is going to go flying off the phone if you drop it. In terms of screen protection, the raised bezels on the front side of the phone are pretty nice. They actually raise the phone up off of a flat surface by, I would say, about 2 millimeters. So if your phone were to fall on a flat surface, for example, the screen will never actually touch that surface. The bezels on the case will actually take the brunt of that force. I definitely think this is super handy because I've definitely dropped my phone on kitchen floors and unfortunately on the concrete in my basement. Those are pretty hard hitting surfaces, so these bezels should work out pretty well then. As for the back side of this case, we have a very strong rear case panel on the right side of the phone. There's actually very little flex and tons of TPU material on the sides, the top, and the bottom with reinforced corners. I also like that the interior of the back side of the case has this felt material. I know a lot of people don't like that hard plastic on the inside of the case, so it's nice to see that Supcase added that here. I also like that the TPU sides have these slight indents. Basically, that's going to help with overall grip since the width of the phone is slimmed down a little bit in that area. As I mentioned earlier, the back side of this case is textured quite a bit. I actually like it. I think this is definitely going to help increase single hand grip, especially if it's damp or you have some moisture on your fingers. It's a nice design. In terms of external S Pen support, this case does support that. All along the phone body, we have this nice S Pen enclosure. Basically, you leave the S Pen in there, and you can grab it quickly when you need it. This mechanism is also interesting because it acts as a pretty strong barrier for protecting the Z Fold 6's hinge, which is kind of nice. The magnetic version of this case has a circular magnetic ring on the back, which doubles as a kickstand. That's a neat feature, and definitely a cool way to add value to the case in my opinion. The magnet was decently strong. It didn't seem over the top, but accessories definitely aren't going to easily fall off of it. In terms of charging the phone wirelessly on Qi chargers, Supcase says that the UB Pro Mag case should be compatible with most of them, so that's good to see. The case is also providing a very good amount of protection for the cameras. They're recessed quite a bit on this case, I think at least a couple of millimeters here, and the camera cutout region is much smaller on the Z Fold 6, for example, than it is on the S24 Ultra. Just from handling this case for a bit, it really seems like it's going to provide some solid protection for your Z Fold 6. I would definitely recommend this case if protection is the main factor that you're interested in for your Z Fold 6, and of course if you're looking for that MagSafe compatibility. If you got any value out of this video, definitely drop a like on it. That'll let YouTube know to share this video with other people who are researching Z Fold 6 cases. If you're into smartphones and mobile tech, I would definitely say get subscribed to the channel and ring that bell for video notifications. Until next time, stay charged up.